presenting Halupsie from Angie Jenson, who's from Papillion, Nebraska. So, Angie, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. My name is Angie Jenson, and I would like to unwrap the gift for you, the gift of family and food. This recipe originates with my dad, at least as far as I know it. And my dad had a special knack for cooking. It was not unusual for him to be the one doing the majority of the cooking in our house. And sometimes he came up with some pretty unusual recipes. So for a while I thought this was just one of my dad's strange concoctions. And I didn't always appreciate it. It had rice, which was okay. And it had onions, which were not okay. And it had chicken, which was okay. And it had cabbage, which was definitely out. So I would pick out the cabbage and pretty much tolerate the rest. As I got a little older, I began to appreciate it a little bit more, and I realized that it's not like your tuna casserole that everybody else's mom makes. First of all, my dad made it, always, although my mom does know how, and it was a special event meal. It was a Sunday dinner or a birthday, family gathering kind of meal. It just wasn't a come home from school on a Wednesday afternoon and have Halupsie. It was a special dish. As I learned more of the story about it, I learned that my dad had learned this from his mom, which is quite amazing in itself because my dad lost his mom when he was just 8 years old. Being only 8 years old, a lot of the cooking responsibilities fell to my dad, and now that my dad has passed away, I'm even more thankful for that time together and thankful that I inquired about this. Now I make it for my family, and my girls pick out the cabbage and tolerate the rest. But my daughter, Emma, my oldest daughter, has the same love of cooking that my dad had and that I have. And so I'm hopeful that I can pass this recipe on to her, and she can make it for her family. So with some rice, some chicken, some cabbage, the secret ingredient is some vinegar and some water, a few onions. You can make this wonderful dish too. It does take some practice, and even with practice, I can attest, or my family can attest, that sometimes it's a little too sour. Halupsie's just, I think, is a good family dish. I'm fortunate to have this. The real secret is, and the beauty of it, is that it's not just a dish. It never tastes the same twice. It's usually better the next day, and like any good food, brings family together.